All right, what's up my garden gnomes? Welcome back. Quick video today, just gonna kind of show you around the garden, show you the things that are going right and some of the things that are going wrong. It's that time of year when everybody struggles to get things going. I believe we've had our last frost, so that's gonna be really helpful. I am planting some things today and I've got a couple of surprises. And if everything goes according to plan, hopefully today you'll learn something, we'll have fun doing it. And I have to show this tree some more love just for a second. Oh my gosh, every time the wind blows. Oh, this is the best time of year. All right, focus. I can do this. All right, I think I got that out of my system for now. Please enter. What's working, what's not? It's about 101 degrees in here, so I'm gonna try to be fast. These are lemon trees that I brought home from Florida. They have lost a lot of leaves, but they are putting on new blooms and new fruits, so very proud of them considering I brought them home in the middle of winter. Kind of thought they wouldn't make it at all, so very, very proud, and probably one of the best smells in the world. Good and not so good. One of the drawbacks to this little greenhouse is even with the door completely open at all times, it will still stay around 99 to 100 degrees in here. It's gotten up to 112, and that's with the door open, so venting is a huge problem, and because of that, these little pods dry out so fast, so I've lost a lot of seedlings, I regret to say. No matter how many times a day I watered them, it just stayed too hot in here. So my 4 o'clocks, they've stayed with it, they're struggling a little bit, and then my zinnias are actually doing pretty good. I did have some damping off with my cucumbers. We'll talk about damping off here in a minute. A lot of these are going to get planted today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about them first. We're going to continue our lesson out here. Once you get these planted, the roots are going to form a really thick tuber, and they're going to come back year after year even if you don't want them. So be really, really careful where you put them. It is invasive. Yes, it's invasive, but it's also great for pollinators. It's capable of blooming all night long, and it smells absolutely incredible. So as I said, I'm just going to put mine in pots and hope for the best and try not to let them drop seeds anywhere. These do really well in zones 7 through 10. I'm in zone 7, so they'll die back every year, but if you're in zones like 9 or 10, they won't die back at all, and you can grow them as a permanent hedge. They'll just keep on blooming. I'm gonna try my luck with them. And the zinnias. These guys I'm really excited about. I like zinnias. Super easy to grow, very, very heat tolerant, very beginner friendly. Much like the 4 o'clocks, they don't really have that many pests. They might bring in a couple of aphids, but those are easily hosed off, and pollinators love it, so put it between all your rows of veggies. Also have 2 kinds of peppers. They're doing pretty good. Hot pepperoncinis, which are my favorite, and sweet banana. I like to pickle the sweet banana. If you guys are interested in that recipe, let me know. God, who am I kidding? I love everything pickled. All right, tomatoes. I planted these, gosh, back in February, I think. I wanted to get a really early start because usually I'm behind. And here comes the damping off. Damping off is actually a fungal issue. It comes after young seedlings. I've already lost 2-3 cucumbers and probably about half my tomatoes. 9 times out of 10, it's gardener error. This one's definitely on me. It happens when your pots are clustered too tightly up against each other, which I did. The soil stays wet for too long and you have them in cool conditions. So we had 4 days of rain. We got 25 inches. I couldn't put them outside. They didn't have any sunlight. They probably stayed wet that whole time. And then first sunny day we had, I stuck them out in the greenhouse and it got to 112 degrees. So they stayed wet for too long, no air could get around them. I'm going to repot these guys, give them more space, they'll have a lot more flow, a lot more ventilation, and we'll keep a closer eye on how often we water them. Swiss chard, had this last year, love the beautiful stems. The leaves, when small and tender, are really good on a sandwich or in a salad. Once they get overgrown, you can pick the stems and use them like celery. I like to pickle mine. I got to come in here and thin some of these out, pull some of these smaller weeds. Over here I've got beets, but they don't seem to be doing too well. The ones that have come up are wanting to grow in groups, which is no good. And more of these little guys. I gotta pull all these out individually. Luckily, with a gentle tug, they'll usually come out full of root. And what these all are, the bane of my existence, sure, they're beautiful, but they're taking over. They're in my strawberry pool already. They're very, very hard to get rid of. Fighting them over here in this bed. Absolutely everywhere. I cannot keep plucking this stuff. All the roots break in the sun. God, they number by the thousands too. Thin these guys out. Actually making some progress today. It's my garden. I decide who lives and who dies. Alright, I'm gonna have to thin these again, but that's a pretty good start. We'll see how they do from there. In the last video, we built this little trellis and I planted beans, which would love to show you, but there's nothing there. After 25 inches of rain, I think I have to replant. I've got basil to plant. I always put it in a pot. You want to put it in a pot. Since it's such a great pest deterrent for all vegetables, you want to be able to move it around the garden depending on what needs it. And we have rosemary, a favorite of mine, grows great next to basil, awesome pest deterrent. I know some people like to plant them in their little peat pods, but I want to give their roots all the chance they can get. Cabbages. I'm gonna plant 3. This is a 3x3 area. I understand that's really only enough room for 1, but let's be real. If I plant 1, it's not gonna make it. So if I plant 3, they'll probably all do really well, and then I'll have to choose one. Oh, look at this guy, just dying to be planted. I'm gonna break off these lower leaves. Starting to turn yellow. Now the plant is not working so hard to support leaves that weren't gonna make it. Oh, look how happy you are. You are beautiful. I know a lot of people are going to be watching this saying, what are you doing planting 3 cabbages so close together? But I reiterate, if I plant only 1, it's probably not going to make it. So this way, at least I can pick the strongest. And maybe we'll actually have a cabbage this year. Hey Krista, you want some cabbages? All right. The last 3 tomatoes that I had to separate. Got everything nice and evenly spaced out here, help with airflow, really help with that damping off problem that I've been having. We got a lot done today, y'all. Beat the rain too. Come back and see me tomorrow, we'll do the rest.